Hey everybody, Cinema Sickness here with your daily sickness video, and happy Tuesday to each and every one of you. Unfortunately, still not here yet with an amazing unboxing for you guys, showing off something pretty epic. I actually received 2 of the 3 boxes that this epic thing I'm getting in the mail makes up. Again, there's 3 boxes, 2 of them arrived, still waiting for one of them. Hope it comes soon because, man, am I excited to crack these boxes open and show you guys what's inside. So I still got 1 more box. Hopefully that'll show up really soon and I can do this epic unboxing for you. But what are we going to do instead today? We're going to talk about some titles that I checked out last week. Got some reviews for you guys. Checked out some stuff. So let's get down to it. Let's take a look at what I've been checking out. So the first time I want to talk about is one I can't actually physically hold up and show you, as I do only have a ultraviolet digital copy, but I guarantee you I will be picking up a copy of this whenever I come across it for a good price, because the movie was absolutely phenomenal. This is a movie that I had pretty much heard, actually I shouldn't say pretty much, I heard nothing about. I knew nothing about this movie. It went completely under my radar. I had no idea this movie even existed until it was released, and then all of a sudden, everybody was talking about it. This movie was everywhere. Every Instagram post, every Facebook post, everything everywhere. It was just this movie, this movie, this movie, this movie. And that was Whiplash. Everybody was talking about it, saying how phenomenal it was, how great of a movie it was, and one of you guys, thank you so much, gave me a digital copy, and I was like, alright, I got the digital copy. I gotta check this movie out, see what the buzz is about, and I understand. It was amazing. It was a really well done movie. You got this kid who is inspiring. He's an inspiring jazz musician. Wants to be the greatest jazz drummer. That's all he wants out of his life. And then you have this nutcase of a music instructor who basically wants nothing more out of life than to kind of find the next great jazz musician. And the battle kind of ensues between this kid who really wants to be a jazz musician, this teacher's pushing him, but not in the most he's got some rather interesting teaching methods. He's not the nicest guy in the world, but in the end we find out that, you know, he's being a dick and he's pushing this kid and humiliating him and treating him like complete garbage to inspire him to be this great jazz musician. And in the end, we are left with a pretty epic scene. In fact, this movie, I'm going to go back and watch it. I'll probably do it really soon. I want to go back and just watch the last, just the ending of the movie. The whole movie was great. I really want to watch it again, and I will watch it again. Maybe a year from now, I'm going to pop back in and watch again, definitely. But I'm already man, I want to go back and just watch that fantastic drum solo at the end. It is brilliant, and it's so fantastic. I mean, the end just gets you pumped. You're like, oh my god, this is awesome. See Whiplash. It was a fantastic movie. I highly recommend it. I'm sure you've been hearing great things about it, and everything you've heard is fantastic and absolutely, completely 100% correct. It's a great movie. Check it out. Everybody in it was phenomenal, and just a really well done movie with a great kick-ass payoff at the end. So check out Whiplash. So then I checked out a movie I've been dying to see, and that is Adjust Your Tracking, the untold story of the VHS collector. Now, I was a big fan of Rewind This. So it was a great documentary. I didn't think it was perfect. I thought, you know, if it was me, I would have changed a few things, but then again, I'm looking at it more as a media, or a cinematic media collector as opposed to just a VHS collector. But it was fantastic. Unfortunately, this wasn't nearly as good. Doesn't really go too much in the history of VHS. This documentary is a lot more just about the collectors themselves, as opposed to Just Your Tracking that really went into the history of VHS, and then they also talked about collectors and where it was going and all kinds of stuff. They really went into everything VHS for the most part. It was really a documentary about VHS, whereas this is really just a documentary about collecting VHS. And we have many interviews by many of the same people you've seen in Rewind This. If you've seen that movie, you're going to recognize a ton of faces in this, and there's nothing wrong with that. So a pretty cool movie. Again, this is really just about the collectors. They do talk a little bit about some historical VHS stuff, but for the most part, this is just a documentary really focusing on the collectors, and it is pretty cool. It is worth checking out. I would have to say Rewind This is the better of the two, but this is still worth checking out. Very enjoyable. In fact, for me, it was the bonus features. I actually got more of a kick out of the bonus features, like the extended interviews and the tours of like people's collections and stuff. I actually thought, really, when it came down to it, this is worth it, if nothing less than just for the bonus features. I actually enjoyed them a little bit more than I enjoyed the actual documentary. So definitely worth picking up if you are a fan of VHS collecting. If you just love cinemas, cinematic media in general, this is something to check out. Like I said, Rewind This was better, but still a great documentary nevertheless. And I would say it is worth checking out. But again, really more just about VHS collecting as opposed to just VHS in general. But still, great documentary. Oh my god. Then I checked out Big Hero 6. Blown away by this movie. Now, again, a movie that when it came out, I hear people saying, like, it was good. You know, that I wasn't getting anybody saying, like, it was amazing. People just saying it was good. Then, of course, it won, like, Best Animated Movie for last year, and then all of a sudden people were like, yeah, oh, yeah, the movie was fantastic. So I don't know if they were jumping on the bandwagon or what, but it certainly was. This blew me away. This was a very, very well done Disney movie. Probably the best Disney movie I've seen since, I'd say, Tangled. I've said like a million times before, I'm a huge fan of Tangled. I think that movie is fantastic. I still don't get why so many people love Frozen and then don't care about Tangled. I will never understand that. Frozen, it's a good movie. I'm not trying to diss Frozen. I enjoy Frozen. I thought it was a good Disney movie. Very enjoyable, great Disney film. But Tangled is so much better. So much better. So, by far my favorite Disney movie since Tangled, in my opinion. Not including Disney Pixar, just straight up Disney movies. Since Tangled, my favorite one. This was phenomenal. I loved it. And what I didn't know, I did watch the special features, but what I didn't know is that this is all based off a comic book, a Marvel comic book. Apparently, Big Hero 6 is an actual comic group. I did not know that. So, of course, I find it kind of funny that already Disney, you know, making movies based off, I mean, besides the live action ones, already making animated movies based off their Marvel franchises that they now own. So I found that kind of amusing, but extremely well done. If you are a fan of Disney films, see this. It had that great Disney feel, had the Disney heart. It felt like a Disney movie, and that's what I love about Disney movies. There's just always that Disney-ness to them that makes any sense. A certain something that separates them from a DreamWorks film or a Warner Brothers film or a 20th Century Fox film or whatever. It separates them. It makes them feel like a Disney film. You get that with this. Unlike the movie Brave, that felt like it could have been from any other studio. I'll never get over Brave. Anyway, but check out Big Hero 6. This was great. Fantastic movie. If you love CGI animated films, this is not one to miss. I loved it. In fact, I'll be watching this one again really soon. I loved it that much. I watched it. After I started watching it, I went, I really want to see that again. It was great. So can't wait to see this again. Hope it gets a sequel. That'd be awesome. Then I checked out At Middleton. This was a blind buy. I picked it up for $5 at Target. Thought it looked pretty interesting. And it was decent. It didn't blow me away, but it was a decent watch. It's these two, a mother and a daughter and a father and a son, and they're both checking out a college, checking out Middleton College. And it's the families are kind of butt heads a little bit right off the bats, but some chemistry starts flying and a little bit of flirtation goes in between the mother and the father, and next thing you know, they're flirting, and they head off. The son and the daughter kind of go off and do their own thing, and the mother and the father go off and do their own thing. We follow the adventures of the mother and father. We do go back to the kids every so often, but really about the story of the mother and father, and them kind of falling in love. They both are married, so kind of a little taboo going on there. I mean, they both are married couples, and yet they're kind of attracted to each other, and they have this little fling. They actually do end up having a little fling just in one day's time while their kids are touring this school. They go off, have a little fling. They do like each other quite a bit, and unfortunately, it's kind of a downer ending where they go off, their separate ways and whatnot, but still a decent watch. It wasn't anything mind-blowing. Again, I wasn't like blown away by this one. I'm not going to say you need to see this one, but it was worth checking out. If you come across it for a good price, even $5, well, it's a fair price for this. $5 at Target. If you're interested in checking it out, pay $5 for it. Sure, it's worth it. Otherwise, if you come across it for a better price, you're interested, pick it up, check it out. It was a decent watch. I would say it's worth seeing. And nothing mind-blowing, nothing you need to see, but it is worth seeing if you want to check it out. Fun movie. Now a movie I was kind of disappointed with. I checked out Tourist Trap. And why was I disappointed with this movie? Because for years, I've been hearing such great things about this. People are mentioning this constantly. Every time I see somebody talk about horror movies, like Tourist Trap gets in there somewhere, or I'm watching a review on something and they make like a wink and nod joke to Tourist Trap. Just Tourist Trap has been all over the place. I'm constantly seeing it. And because of that, I'm like, I gotta see this movie. I really need to see Tourist Trap. Why is everybody always talking about this movie? So, finally got it. Went to check it out because I'm like, it's about damn time I see this movie. And it was alright. That was my feeling of it. It was just alright. It was just an okay horror movie. It did not blow me away. I didn't think it was anything amazing. The whole, like, telepathy thing the guy has going on, whatever, where he can, like, move stuff with his mind and whatnot. I was like, what? Why? It just seemed like a really weird thing. I kind of like the idea of this guy, creating these wax figures and stuff like that. That was interesting and whatnot. And you know, this old like tourist destination that unfortunately nobody was coming to anymore because of the a new highway being built. You know, it had potential. It was one of those stories where I'm like, man, this is a good idea. Again, you have this remote, desolate destination, an old tourist trap. And nobody goes there anymore because there's a new highway built. Everybody takes a new highway, but you get these kids who go down this road, come across this tourist trap, and go in to check it out, and then the horror ensues. Interesting, a good idea, but I just thought it wasn't played out very well. It's an interesting idea, just not told very well. And good, the whole like, our main guy being able to control stuff with his mind and whatnot, and the whole time they're of course trying to be like, who is the bad guy? Who? Because he's wearing like a mask and stuff like who is he? Within like the first like couple times of an attack, you're like, all right, I figured this out. I knew who he is. It's towards the end of the movie, it's no longer a mystery. You've already figured out who the bad guy is and whatnot. I guess I won't spoil it for you, but you see it coming. It's pretty obvious. So all in all, I just thought Tourist Trap was okay. I hate saying that. I really hate saying that because, man, was I really looking forward to checking this out. I thought it was going to be fantastic. I thought it was going to be brilliant because everybody and their mom is always talking about this one. And for me, I just thought it was okay. Maybe I just built the hype up way too much. Maybe I just put it on this pedestal that it was never meant to be on. Maybe that was the problem. I don't know. Maybe I was expecting just way too much out of this. I'm not sure. But in the end, I just thought it was okay. Will I check it out again? Yeah, I'm going to sit down and watch this one again sometime in the future. But all in all, unfortunately, just mediocre. Not what I was expecting, but what are you going to do? They can't all be winners. All right, these are cool. First, I checked out Breaking Loose, only to find out that this movie was a sequel to Summer City in this beautiful big box. How cool is that? Look at Mel Gibson on the front there, who only plays a minor character in the movie. So very, very cool. So, yeah, I ended up watching these backwards because after I watched Breaking Loose, I was just looking up some information on it, trying to find out like, who was in the movie and stuff. And I think it was on Wikipedia or something. It says, oh, the sequel to Summer City. And I was like, shit, I had that movie. I did not know that was a sequel. So, Summer City, all right. I'm going to say check it out because I'm going to say you should see Breaking Loose. Breaking Loose was good. I actually really enjoyed that. So I'm going to say see this movie because it is the first movie. If you're going to check out Breaking Loose, you should see Summer City. But a lot of it's just about these kids who they go on this little like surfing trip and go off to this one town. But the whole movie, it's like, I mean, like a minute of story and then like 10 minutes of filler. Like just like a scene of like the buddies having fun at a bar or surfing or goofing around or something. These like little 10-minute intervals of them goofing around, and it's just like, there's like just the music playing and they're having a good time and stuff, and I'm like, what is going on here? So I would say this way, it was just like an hour and a half long movie or something like that. In the end, it's really maybe only about like 20 minutes a movie, and the whole rest of it is just them like goofing around, having a fun, wacky time. It's okay. In the end, some people get shot. Kind of a sad story, but like I said, it just didn't blow me away. Also, the fact that it's like Mel Gibson in Summer City, and Mel Gibson's there all like painted on the front and stuff like that. He's not even like one of like the like super main characters. He's just kind of just one of the buddies, and That's why I find this really amusing, because, yeah, he is featured a lot on the cover of this for somebody who isn't even like a real super main character. But then like I said, checked out Breaking Loose first. This, on the other hand, was absolutely fantastic. This I really, really enjoyed. A lot better than the 1970 something or another. I do not even see a date on here. I think this was from 1970 something other. This one's from 19 blah, blah, again 80 something. I don't know all the dates on the top of my head, but this was a much better watch in my opinion. This is a really fun movie, all about our main character from Summer City. This is his child, and the craziness that ensues with this kid. He ends up running off too because he gets in trouble with this motorcycle gang. So he ends up running off to the same Summer City. He ends up running off there, and of course nobody really likes this kid because of the past with like his father and stuff like that. Nobody likes this kid, and he's looked down upon. And of course he's shacking up with these surfboard builders on the beach, and nobody likes them either. I think they're bums. And you get these cops who are like hassling them, and then in the end the motorcycle gang comes. There's this big battle that ensues, but it's pretty awesome. It's very 80s. It's very fun. If you like fun cheeseball 80s films, this is one to see. Just a fun Australian movie. Yes, these are both Australian films, so this one was fun. I'd recommend Breaking Loose. But like I said, see Summer City first. Summer City was not bad. It just wasn't great. It was one of those movies where it was just okay. But I would say see this first, and then check out Breaking Loose. Don't do what I do. Do not watch them backwards by accident. Definitely check them both out, especially Breaking Loose. This was a really fun movie. All right, and then I checked out Video Hits Blondie. This is great. If you love Blondie, you're going to love this. Heart of Glass, Hanging on the Telephone, Dreaming, Atomic, The Tide is High, and Rapture. So 6 songs. Very cool. What I never really noticed, though, before watching this, Blondie songs are pretty quick. They're not very long songs. I was watching this, and before I know it, like a song would be over, and I'm like, oh, wow, it's actually a really quick song. I never really thought about Blondie songs as being so quick until I watched, like heard them all, watched them all back to back. They just flew right by, but very cool. Even though that most of the videos look like they were all shot like on the same day. Some of these videos are just really, really bad and had very little time, very little effort, and very little budget put into them. These are some of the worst videos I've ever seen, which is kind of a shame because Blondie's fantastic. Great group, but some of the worst videos ever. But this is so cool. If you're a fan of Blondie, this is a fun pickup. Worth checking out. 6 awesome videos. Even though they're bad, cheesy videos, they're still awesome. It's Blondie. I loved it. What can I say? If you like Blondie, this is worth grabbing. Otherwise, you don't need it. And then last but not least, I checked out the MGM UA home video LaserDisc sampler. How cool is this? This is an awesome LaserDisc right here. As it says, for promotional use only, not intended for sale or rental. This is amazing. What this is if you've ever walked into, I'm sure you've all seen this, you go into Target. Target is always playing this on a little TV, they're always playing this ad showing you, it's talking about Blu-ray, how cool Blu-ray is. Check out this movie on Blu-ray, and this Blu-ray, and that Blu-ray, and Blu-ray is great because of this, and Blu-ray is great because of that, and DVD sucks because of this. It's kind of like, that's what this is. This was a promotional piece that was used to play in stores, stick it on a LaserDisc player, have it play on your TV, telling you all about the greatness of LaserDisc, and that's what this does. It tells you all about things like special features, different audio tracks, starts telling you about different movies, like you're going to want to see Wizard of Oz because it has, I think it has just like a music-only track. You're going to want to watch Gone with the Wind because of this reason. You're going to watch that because of this. It's really, really awesome. It is a 77-chapter LaserDisc. Let's see. You get an introduction. Then it goes through all different types of films. I mean, it talks everything from comedy, action, adventure, science fiction, classic animation, musicals, the classics, the epics, and it's really, really cool. And again, kind of just goes over showing you some of the titles that are available on LaserDisc, and then also telling you why you're going to want to pick this up. So at the same time, it shows you what's on LaserDisc, and it shows you cool features that LaserDisc has to offer. So it's just a selling point. It's something to play in your store so you can sell the greatness that is LaserDisc to your customers. And this is awesome. I actually have two of these. I have this one from 90, when was this one? I swear. No, this is from 92. If I'm not mistaken, I have one from 1990 as well. That's a completely different one. It's also an MGM UA home video one, but it's from 1990s. So very cool. I have seen these both already. I've actually watched these both a while ago, but I had all my TVs going. You guys know I hooked up. I had like three. I had the two TVs in the back now, the two TVs up front. Had them all going at the same time, and I just thought this would be really cool to play it. I wanted to watch it again. Plus, it'd be really cool to play on all the TVs. Just make it feel like I'm in a rental store. So very awesome. This is great. If you ever come across one of these are really fun promotional pieces and really cool to pick up. These are a lot of fun to watch if you're just a nerd like me. If you love LaserDisc, if you love just fun, great cinematic media, this is something to pick up. It's not going to be for everybody, but for nerds like me, this is one to have. This is a great watch. So anyway, guys, there you go. That's it. That's everything that I've been checking out. So a lot of good stuff. Like I said, I pretty much recommend... I pretty much recommend everything. I don't think I watched anything that I would say was necessarily bad. Whiplash was fantastic. Just your tracking, not as good as Rewind This, but still a great watch. Worth seeing if you're into VHS. Big Hero 6 was amazing. Definitely see that. At Middleton, mediocre, but still worth seeing if you're interested. Tourist Trap, I'm not saying it was bad. I'm just saying I expected more out of it. I thought it could have been better, and with all the hype I've heard over the years, I thought it was going to be better. It's not that I'm saying don't see it. It's not that I'm saying it's bad. It is worth checking out. If you're into horror movies, see it. It wasn't a bad horror movie. It just wasn't a great horror movie. It was just a mediocre one, but still worth seeing. Summer City, probably out of everything here, I'd say the worst of everything I saw was Summer City. Again, it didn't do a very good job of telling a story. There was too many scenes of the gang just having a good time that just ruined the story kind of, but it wasn't bad. I'd say, sure, check it out, and especially check it out because one thing you should see is Breaking Loose. This was a great movie, and it is a sequel, and I would never in a million years say, see the sequel, don't see the original. No, if you're going to watch a sequel, you got to see the predecessor as well. So see Summer City, and then check out, so see Summer City, see an okay movie, Summer City, and then watch a badass movie, Breaking Loose. You're going to love it. And the video hits Blondie, of course, why not see that if you're a Blondie fan? Check it out, and nerds, this is one to pick up. So there you go, guys. Again, that is it. So like I always say, if you like this video, please give me a like. Just click the little thumbs up tab down below. It takes 2 seconds, and it means the absolute world to me. I'd really, really appreciate it. Also, if you are not already subbed, please do. I do a brand new daily sickness video for you guys every single day. Collection updates, reviews, unboxings, cinema hunting videos, looks into my collection, just a look into my sickness for cinema on a daily basis. So please, by all means, hit that subscribe button. I'd really appreciate your support there as well. And also, if you are not already over at cinemasickness.com, down below there's a link. Click on that link, head over there, check it out. There's a lot more to see there than just these videos. All kinds of update information on deals that I find that are going on and out and about. If I find a cool deal at like Walmart or Target or something, I post about it immediately. If a cool deal comes online, I'll post about that. I post free codes. I do post these videos there. I post what I'm watching, other cool things I'm up to. Lots of stuff gets posted at cinemasickness.com other than just these videos. So definitely check that out. Also, while there, you can check out what's going on with Team Sickness. A lot of great reviews and collection updates from those guys and gals. All you got to do is sit on the Team Sickness tab. And also, while there, be sure to click on the merchandise tab and purchase yourself a Cinema Sickness sticker, a Cinema Sickness button, or a Cinema Sickness t-shirt, or hoodie, tank top, anything like that, baby gear. I would really appreciate the support. And of course, you can find links to all my social media sites, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Listia, Amazon, everything. It is all there at cinemasickness.com. So there you go, guys. Thanks for watching. Hope you're having a fantastic Tuesday. I'll see you tomorrow on Wednesday. Hopefully with a cool unboxing. I know I keep saying that. I know I keep saying, oh, maybe tomorrow's the day. Maybe tomorrow's the day. Like I said, 2 boxes have arrived. Only 1 more box. I'm really hoping by tomorrow that box shows up. And if it does, epic video for you guys. So, fingers crossed. Again, do not cross both. It cancels them out. Fingers crossed. So we'll see. Anyway, guys, see you tomorrow. Have a great day. Yeah, see you on Wednesday. Bye.